Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm getting actually a surprisingly amount of comments in regards to my add-ons, how to install them, where to install them, what add-ons I specifically have. So in today's video, we're actually going to go over that. So let's just get right into it. It's going to be a short video. I just wanted to help out the newer players. Okay, so we're just going to just go down the list. So we have grid, which is this little section here. So this is a bar that normally would be here. You can show your party frames, your raid frames, etc., because the base UI shows the uniframes over here and you're unable to move them, and they don't really show much, and the pictures of the profile pictures are way too big. So grid, fantastic, allows so much customization. Like you can really get into like the healing of it and stuff. It shows all the buffs, the debuffs, shows if they're more than, a certain yardage away. Really in-depth, customize it to your absolute perfection. And then we have this thing called dominoes, which allows me to move my bars wherever I see fit. Like, I can move it up here, and this is how I have my loot roll up here, because if it's default like in the middle of your screen, which happens so often where you're like trying to kill stuff and things just keep popping up in the middle of the screen. So yeah, I just moved it up here. I'm also able to move my XP bar wherever I want, and I like it at the top personally. But yeah, you can move around your bars, you can disable them. You middle click with your scroll wheel to enable the bar. And you can also don't even have to keybind it. So like this, for instance, if this isn't keybound, I can put just potions on it and I can just left click them, and then, or your food buffs or etc. Really helpful add-on, does a lot. And then we'll go over this, which I think I already answered in my Discord. I'll have all my add-ons linked to the bottom in the description with links to everything, as well as in my Discord, I have an add-on section that will be posting all of these. So for instance, Atlas loot, right? Everyone should have Atlas loot. However, I have an upgraded Atlas loot. So this is what you would normally see in Atlas loot if you were to go to DM West. So you see how the loot, it says 62. It just shows the normal version, and you don't know how much intellect you're going to get of an increase. So there's an add-on that allows you to see those set options, right? So this shows the highest version. This shows the mythic version of the loot. So like for instance, see, this it shows you how much armor and strength and stamina and intellect more that you would get than the normal piece. This is a fantastic add-on. I highly recommend this one for sure. And then I have my Scada, which is this. I'll show you actually on the DPS dummies. So these are my DPS meters. Sometimes they can be a little wonky. There's other add-ons that you can get. This one's just super easy to install. It just shows your DPS. I have a healing one as well. You can create multiple windows. I think there might be a threat one as well. But yeah, you can do absorbs, healings, damage taken, deaths, fails. Don't know what's under that. Interrupts, threat. Yeah, shows you your total or your current fight. Really helpful. Basically, if you're gonna play WoW, you need a DPS meter, right? I personally like using details, but I tried installing that and couldn't get it to work. So this is just, the one I've just dealt with. And then next we will go over Bagnon. So this is my Bagnon. It shows everything in one place. Some people like it, some people don't. You just have your bags at the top. You can show them, not show them. You also have a keyring that's separate, which is really cool. It just shows all your bags at once. I don't know, I like it. It just looks clean. And then we have tidy plates. This is what I use for my nameplates. They're the best ones that I've seen. Yeah, so these show if I have threat or not, and then these bars at the top, that's the threat bar. And then they're blue if I don't have aggro, and then they're red if I do have aggro. So it kind of just allows me to know without having to keep a taunt wheel thing or a taunt details meter thing. I can just kind of tell, and it shows a name on as well. So for any tank, I highly recommend this, because this bar will go down and down. It'll be like, it'll say, okay, Benji is ripping off. It won't say Benji is ripping off, but it'll say Benji, and then it'll like show the bar going down, and that means that you need to, taunt the mob or extra focus that specific mob. Okay, so we went over the add-ons that I use personally. I don't use a lot. I don't think you need to overcrowd them. I think they're, bare minimum is fine, right? If you want extra stuff, then go get extra stuff. It's your UI. You do it as you please. Now I'm going to show you how to install these specific add-ons. Okay, so most of the add-ons I actually get are in this actual add-ons and mods section in the launcher itself. Most people, I guess, don't know that. So yeah, you just go over to add-ons and mods. Also, anyone that it doesn't have the HD patch, I personally like the HD patch. I'd be curious how many people in the game are actually not playing on the HD patch. But yeah, so most of the add-ons are right here. Oh, I also use WoW Instant Messenger. That's the messages that pop up, if you've ever seen in my videos. So it's just because sometimes in the trade chat, they're going so fast, you don't actually see the private messages. So this just makes sure that it pops up in the middle of my screen, which is really nice. And this is where I downloaded Scada. So you just hit download and then it just downloads. It's just boom, there. You can also do all stats. Mine wasn't working for whatever reason. I also use weak ores from here as well. Very important. Those are like the tracking things that I have on some of my builds, especially like Pally. It'll track like the Holy Shield, etc., or your Exorcism procs. I use Postal as well. Really enhances the mailbox experience. It allows you to like open all and all that instead of clicking every single one. Omni CD is also another one that is kind of like weak ores. I think it's a little bit easier to use, but not so in depth. But Omni CC is definitely good as well, especially if you're a PvPer. I see most people using this as PvPs. Basically shows like when kicks and stuff are down. Loot drop, I don't really do much PvP, but I assume this is good. I don't even notice. Oh, I think I know what it is. In the bottom text, like in the bottom of your screen, I think it just shows what you lost. It's just a nice little quality of life thing. And then this is where I got grid from. You can also do bartender, which is basically what Dominoes is. I think Dominoes is a little bit better personally, but I mean, this will be easier, everything all in one place. I also use action bar save as well, which if you type like /abs in game, you know when you sometimes change specs and it doesn't keep your action bar where it was and you have to reassign your abilities. So if you type /abs save tank or whatever that specific class is, that specific spec, then that means next time you can do /abs load whatever, and then it will keep everything nice and actually not like falling apart. So this is where I get majority of my add-ons. Then I'll show you the other website that I use, that if you want a little bit more extra stuff. You can also use Move Anything, which is also a solid add-on. I'll have it linked in the description as well, but it's kind of the same thing as Dominoes, maybe a little bit better. You can just move everything. I don't suggest using them both at the same time because it makes it kind of wonky. Yeah, it kind of bugs out together. So make sure you choose one or the other. But Move Anything is kind of the same thing. You can just move everything around, which is really nice. All right, so this is the website that you can go to. Basically, for anyone that doesn't know, the server is on 3.35. So you just look up whatever add-on you want. Bagnon 3.35, boom. Typically, this is the one that I use. You can also use this one as well. I just think it looks a little bit less clean, personally, but neither here nor there. It does the same thing. So yeah, these are add-ons that you can use. Recount. If you want to use recount, this is where the Atlas Loot Enhanced is, with, you know, showing the better stuff. DBM, Healbot, you know, Gather Mate. There's so much stuff that you can get. Better grid. Where there's that Omni CC again. There's a Tell Me When. Bartender, Move Anything's here. You know, there's so much add-on control panel. These are fantastic. If you want TSM, you know, to really min-max making money or whatever. GTFO, if you're really bad at the game and you need to be told to get out of fire, you know, that might be an option for you. Okay, so that's where you get add-ons. Now let me show how to install add-ons if they're not on the launcher itself. So what you're going to want to do, okay, so you go to the settings in the launcher, click this, then you're going to go open game directory. Now yours is going to look a little bit different than mine because I changed game directory and it kind of messed it up. But essentially it's going to open the game, like it's going to open the file. Mine, I have to scroll down and find it, which is right here. So it'll pop up this. It'll probably say like Project Ascension. You're gonna go interface add-ons, and then it'll show your entire list of add-ons. And then what you're gonna want to do is when you choose one of these add-ons, we'll get GTFO. You're gonna hit the download button. Bloop, bloop. It's gonna pop up here. Then you're gonna want to extract it. Lol, imagine paying for that. And then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna extract it to your desktop. Bloop bloop. Okay. And then it's gonna extract, and then it'll be on my desktop. Okay, so here it is at the top of my screen here, GTFO. And then you're gonna want to, like I said, go into here, go into open game directory, open your file, right? Go into interface, add-ons, and this is literally all you're gonna do. You want to drag and drop, not into a specific folder, but like off and to the right of like this white part, and you just let go. And the GTFO is installed. That's it. And then if your game's open, just make sure you relog. I'm gonna delete that right away because that sounds super annoying. But that's how you install the add-ons. So you're able to get the ones that you want. Yeah, so I showed you my add-ons, where to install the add-ons, how to install the add-ons. I don't think I'm missing anything else. I think that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a good one. Peace.